everybody! We're going to start talking about rigid transformations. And the very first transformation that we're going to talk about are translations. So, what is a translation? Well, what is a transformation? Well, a transformation is something that is going to change a particular object or point in a position, shape, or size of a figure. Today, we're going to talk about one that is an isometry, and an isometry is a transformation in which the preimage and the image are congruent. Now, that's important. We have to realize the congruent part here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some object, in this case a polygon, and it's not going to change its size, it's not going to change its shape. All it's going to do is move across the coordinate plane. Now, in order to do this, we're going to first have to draw our polygon. So I'm going to draw a very simple triangle, and I'll start with it like maybe here, 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 and here. So I have a basic triangle of ABC. We're now going to take that triangle and translate it across the coordinate plane, or slide. You'll notice that it says by vector. Vector is a great word to use, and we can talk about it later if you have any questions about it. So now I'm going to select this, and I'm going to move it over so many units horizontally, and then I'm going to move it so many units down vertically. And I'm going to try really hard to make sure that those points are on the selected point that I want, which in this case is this A with a hashtag on 0. Okay, perfect. We got it good now. So now what you can see here is we have two triangles. One triangle, A, B, and C, and we have another triangle with an A hash mark, B hash mark, C hash mark. Now, those hash marks are called primes. What do they denote? Well, very basically, this right here with the primes is the image, where we end up. The one that we started with is called the preimage. Okay? So now we have to notice that there's a relationship between a triangle A, B, and C and triangle A prime, B prime, C prime. So what we're going to say here is that triangle A, B, and C translates to triangle A prime, B prime, and C prime. So in other words, we're going from the preimage to the image. That's a horrible G, but we're going from the preimage to the image. Okay, and how do we do that? We're going to write a rule. Okay, we're going to write a translation rule. So that means we're going to take some point in space, in this case on the coordinate plane, in its horizontal and vertical position. We're going to translate that to a new position on the coordinate field by the coordinate plane, by some value. We don't know yet, but we're going to figure that out. And then we're going to shift it vertically down or up some other unit. So let's get started in seeing if we can figure out what the actual translation rule is. Okay? So all we have to do on the coordinate plane that makes it easy is that we just have to count. So I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. I have now moved 6 units to the right in a positive direction. So that means I'm plus 6, right? I'm positive 6 from where I was to where I'm going in the horizontal direction. Now I look at the vertical drop. I can see now that we have a drop of -2. We're not going up, we're dropping 2. If this pattern follows for every single vertex B and A to go to B prime and A prime, then we have our translation rule. So we go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's good. We're still at plus 6. Let's see if we're down 2. Oh, we are. This is great. Now, you might want to say this is great, but you know what? We have to check just to make sure. And since A is going to overlap a little bit here, I'm going to try I'm going to try it. We'll see what happens. So I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have gone over plus 6. And then, you guessed it, I have dropped down by 2. So what is the translational rule? Well, for the original position of our object, given the vertices of the triangle ABC, it's going to translate to what? X plus 6, comma, y minus 2. And that will tell us how to map triangle ABC to triangle A prime, B prime, and C prime. Hope this helps. Let me know.